we are told let A equal A, B, C, D, and E. So set A has elements A, B, C, D, and E. And B equal D, E, F, G, H, I. So set B has elements D, E, F, G, H, I. And the universe, as we call it over here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So the universe includes all those elements right there. And over here, we've got a Venn diagram. So we're going to sort out this information, find the relationship between all these different sets, and we're going to sort it out in this Venn diagram to visually see it, make it a lot clearer. So this blue circle over here is going to be A. Over here, this is going to be B. And that's going to be the universe, the entire universe. Now, in order to sort out this information, let's ask ourselves a few questions. Well, first of all, let's ask, what would A union B equal? Union B. Now you might ask, hey, what's that union sign, that little U? Well, the union means all the elements that are both in A and in B. So all elements of A, all elements of B, and any elements that are both in A and in B. So let's take a look over here at A. We've got A, B, C, D, and E. B, we've got D, E, so we see that those two intersect there. F, G, H, and I. So we would write A, B, C, D, E. Those are all the elements that are in A. What about the elements that are in B? Well, D and E are in the set B, but we already counted those, so we don't want to double count. So we would go F, G, H, and I. F, G, H, and I. Now let's ask ourselves, what about A intersection B? And what this intersection means right over here, this backwards U, means all the elements that are both in A and in B. And we sort of established that already over here, where these two intersect is at D, E. Both set A and set B share those common elements. So that would be A intersection B. Now we can start asking ourselves some interesting questions, like what is A prime? A prime. And what that prime means is all the elements that are not in A. Well, that's an interesting question to ask, right? So we see A has A, B, C, D, and E. All the elements in the universe that are not part of A. So that's what A prime is. So let's take a look over here. A, B, C, D, and E are part of A. F, G, H, I, J, and K are not part of A. So those would be A prime. It's sort of like the inverse. So in here we will write F, G, H, I, J, and K. So if we figured out what A prime is, we can figure out what B prime is. And that would be very similar, just all the elements that are not part of B. So let's think. A, B, and C are part of the universe, but are not part of B. So we can write those in. A, B, C. Now, D, E, F, G, H, and I are part of set B, but J and K are not. So we can go ahead and write J, K. So that is B prime. So I think we have enough information now to be able to input it into this Venn diagram. And once we can visually see this, we'll be able to ask ourselves some more interesting questions. So A is this blue circle over here. And let's start with the intersection right here, which my PhD math professor would call this little football right over here. All right. So what is part of A, also part of B? We already established that that's the intersection, which is D and E. So we can go ahead and write D and E. Now A is all the rest of the elements that is not D and E. So we can take a look at A. Set A has elements A, element B, element C. So we can write that in. Element A, element B, element C. A, B, C, D, and E are all parts of set A. Now how about set B? Set B has D and E, which has already been written in right here. And it also has F, G, H, and I. So we can go ahead and write F, G, H, and I. Now let's take a look at the universe. The universe has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I, which has already been written out over here. But it also has J and K, which we have not written. So J and K will go in this corner over here. Now that we've filled in this Venn diagram, we'll be able to use it to ask ourselves some more interesting questions in the next video. It will assist us as we sort this information further and extend on the basics that we have learned here. And we'll move on to some more complex and advanced set operations. So I hope this video was helpful in explaining set notation, set properties, and then some basic set operations, as well as how to organize that information using a Venn diagram. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will be more than happy to answer them. Stay tuned, I'll see you in the next video, and as always, stay positive.